In the ancient kingdom of Varelia, where mist-cloaked mountains stood sentinel over emerald valleys, there ruled a queen whose name was whispered with reverence, Elyndor the Radiant. Her beauty was not merely that of face and form, but of spirit, a warmth that touched even the lowest beggar in the streets. She and her husband, King Aldric, had ushered in an era of peace, where harvests were bountiful, justice was fair, and the people sang their praises. Yet, beneath the gilded halls of the royal palace, a rot festered, one that would birth a tale of betrayal so cruel it would echo through the ages. Their only child, Prince Theron, had been born under an ill-fated star. From the moment he could walk, he demanded obedience, his tantrums so violent that servants trembled in his presence. The king, blinded by paternal pride, indulged the boy, believing strength, no matter how ruthless, was the mark of a future ruler. But Queen Elyndor saw the truth. She watched with growing dread as her son's eyes darkened with malice, as his laughter turned mocking, as he took pleasure in the suffering of others. She tried to guide him, to soften the cruelty festering in his heart, but Theron despised her for it. When King Aldric succumbed to a sudden, agonizing illness, his body racked with convulsions, his lips flecked with blood, the court physicians whispered of poison. No proof was found, but the timing was too convenient. Theron, now of age, ascended the throne with a chilling smile, his first decree, to strip his mother of all authority. A woman's place is in silence, he declared, banishing her from council meetings, forbidding her from speaking to nobles, reducing her to little more than a ghost in her own palace. But Elyndor was no meek prisoner. In secret, she became the kingdom's hidden savior. She smuggled gold to villages ravaged by Theron's taxes, arranged escapes for prisoners unjustly condemned, and even sheltered rebels who dared defy her son's tyranny. The people loved her all the more for it, and their whispers of gratitude reached Theron's ears like a serpent's hiss. One fateful night, his spies cornered a servant carrying a message from the queen to a dissident lord. Under torture, the servant confessed all. Theron's rage was a storm. He summoned his mother before the entire court, his voice dripping with venom. "You dare plot against your own blood," he snarled. The nobles, pale and trembling, dared not speak in her defense. Elyndor stood unbowed, her silver hair gleaming in the torchlight, her gaze steady. "I plot only against cruelty," she said, "and if that makes me your enemy, then so be it." Theron's sentence was unspeakable. He ordered the royal masons to brick her alive inside the palace walls, a living entombment, so all would hear her final breaths fade into silence. The people wailed in the streets, but none could stop him. As the masons laid the first stones before her, Elyndor did not beg. Instead, she locked eyes with her son and spoke words that would haunt the kingdom forever.
"You bury me today, but it is your soul that will suffocate. The walls you build around your heart will be your prison long after mine is dust." Theron scoffed, but as the last brick sealed her tomb, a great shudder rippled through the palace. The earth itself seemed to recoil. From that day forth, Varelia withered. Crops blackened in the fields. Rivers ran dry. Plague stalked the land. Theron's allies abandoned him, his armies turned against him, and the people, once too afraid to speak, now roared for his head. Within a year, he was dragged from his throne, his name cursed for eternity. And though the palace still stands, empty and crumbling, travelers swear that on moonless nights, a ghostly voice whispers through the cracks in the walls, not weeping, not wailing, but singing a lullaby soft and sorrowful, as if a mother still mourns the son she lost, long before the bricks took